if I can quit tearing up and read these things. We have just a few awards to give. The first one is our case study competition. We had 6 teams of young, well, I shouldn't say young, new professionals participated in this year's case study competition. The case was written by our scholar in residence, Dr. Maureen Wilson, and it was judged by Bonnie Salt-Prunty and Dr. Tony Coughlin, so thank y'all. And we are pleased to announce this year's winner. Drum roll, please. Thank you. Kristen Lennon and Beau Fregal from McMaster University in Hamilton, Ontario. If you all would, congratulations, Kristen and Beau. You can pick up your prize from Emily Galindo of the program committee after the banquet is over. Kristen also won an iPad this afternoon, so this is definitely her red letter day. Okay, Kristen, you ought to come back next year. All right, I have, now we're going to give out our presidential, you would think that the president has lots of perks and privileges, but no, I don't. But 2 of the nicest things that I get to do is to recognize an individual and an institution for their contributions this year. They're called the Presidential Service Awards. And so the first one we're going to talk about our individual. Last year at the closing banquet, I issued a call for action to get involved in your association. And I recognize that volunteer was somewhat of a luxury these days. And I encouraged you to take a little bite of chocolate, such as blog or tweet, or I said, go buy that big old candy bar, that giant Easter bunny full of chocolate, and get involved in a committee chair, volunteer to run for an office or whatever. And so you just kind of issue that and you go on your way, and I went on vacation, and then I'm sitting there checking my emails as I'm blowing through the interstate on my way to Wisconsin, and suddenly there's an email from Dr. Tom Ellett of New York University, and he said, Jill, I have this idea of a virtual roundtable. Once a month, we'll pick a topic, we'll all get on the phone, we'll talk about it, and that's it. Nice, short, sweet commitment. I'm happy to facilitate it. And I said, what a great idea. And so as we chatted, Tom was sitting on this houseboat in the middle of some lake. You know, it's kind of cool. I called up Josh Goldman and Sally Traxler, and I said, you know, we really need to make this happen. And so together they were able to make these virtual roundtables occur. We've had over 600 sites because I know that some of you are sitting in your offices all by yourself, but some of you are sitting in a conference room with all kinds of people. And so we've had over 600 different sites in the half a dozen virtual roundtables that we've done in this year's series. And so when it came time for me to decide on who our Presidential Service Award was, it was an easy decision. Tom, could you come on down? Our Institutional Presidential Service Award has roots that lead back to 1908. Sally, is that right? Okay. And a 4-bedroom residential property. Today, this campus has experienced amazing change. Now, we will all think, we've experienced change, but few of us could imagine being a part of this kind of revolutionary leap. The change we're talking about is not just in students or in staff. Rather, this campus is a part of a sweeping cultural change that has enveloped South Africa. The University of Pretoria is a leader in student development and is making an incredible impact. It is also the inaugural home for the ACUHO-I Southern Africa chapter offices. This solidifies ACUHO-I's role in Southern Africa and also will be instrumental in the role campus housing will play in the continuing transformation of higher education throughout that region. It's not often that a campus finds itself truly in the middle of history, and for that reason, I am honored to recognize the University of Pretoria and Rolf Visser as our Presidential Service Award.